Hello there YouTube, welcome back. Today we'll be placing this diff mount bush, get the diff out and see if there's any damage to the diff casing after Donington Park. If you don't know what I'm talking about, tut tut, you should have been watching the video, shouldn't you, that we just put up yesterday. So Donington run down, really good day, car had plenty pace, but it wasn't to be. Diff mount failure in qualifying halfway through meant it was an early bath, early trip to the pub and an early takeaway at home. But what can we do? So still got the exhaust in there where we try to remove it. For those who may not have seen, that's what's left of my diff mount, the original one. So we also, this week, I've been chatting to High Spec with regards to the brakes. What we need to do is rip the front wheel off. The discs are apparently no longer any good. I did suspect that with the little cracks, but the High Spec technical guy has said no, recommend replace immediately. So they are about 345mm discs at the moment, purely because we run 17-inch wheels for the wets, which I'm changing for next year. We're going to go 18-inch all round for the dries and the wets. So these calipers, I believe, are rated up to 360mm discs, so we're going to go obviously 360mm front discs because they'll fit behind the 18-inch wheel, no problem. Just go. If I've got to replace the discs, let's just go for it. So if anyone wants to sponsor us a pair of brake discs, do you think they should sponsor us a pair of brake discs? They should, shouldn't they? Yeah. And what we're also looking at doing, on the back here, it's just standard discs, which I'm looking at keeping. And it's the standard sort of Ford Cosworth style caliper, but High Spec do a nice little 2-pot caliper that doesn't look particularly expensive either. I think they're about 140 quid a caliper if their website pricing's still correct. So yeah, we might as well stick a couple of them on as well. So that's the plan on the brakes for next year. But the plan for today is, I'm just going to flick it round. Ooh. Horrible face. So the plan for today is we're going to get the car jacked up, yeah? We're going to get the diff out, which shouldn't take long because the awkward bit is already off. So it's just the 2 front mounts and the drive shafts to come off, drop the diff out, and then we shall look at the diff casing, because... Are we doing a tomato you now, are we? Tomato you to you. So what we'll do, I'll check the diff casing mounts. I am going to either helicoil it or time cert it anyway, but we'll just make sure that the threads, you know, haven't been put, there's no other damage to the case, and there shouldn't be. It didn't look like it at the circuit, but yeah, but we already have a new diff mount bush. You want to go and get that? So yeah, so we've got a new bush just in case. And we've also got 2 diff mounts, diff brackets. I've bought 2. So huge thanks to Powerflex for the bush and the new brackets. A huge thanks to Power's Performance, TVR, also known as TVR Power, however people know them. But Dom basically. Well, I think it was Richard there who sorted me out, but it's but yeah, two new Mac brackets arrived during the week. One of them is with Uncle Dean. So we've kind of worked out where to put a little bit of extra strength. I'll kind of show you visual, so you can hopefully visualize it in this video. It's kind of a work in progress. It's with Uncle Dean at the moment at his garage. Might be even getting worked on today. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? So yeah. So today's job though, kind of get it stripped because it's not really mobile, the car, at the moment, and I need to start with this one, the forgotten one. So it's not that far away. With the cobwebs on, yeah, it's not that far away, but I want to kind of put that one here so we can work on it easier. Work out exactly what I need to get on it, and as I said in the Donington kind of conclusion-y bit, I want to get a shopping list together for that one, which will probably be a video in itself, to be fair. And then basically get cracking, get it finished, get it on the road, get it a couple of track days in over the winter just to test it and set it up and things like that, and kind of get it sorted. But before we can do that, I need this one mobile again. So while I don't have to have the brakes and stuff on, you know, I want it so that it's basically in a position where it's ready to race. That's kind of where we want it to be. And then so I'm kind of get the diff sorted, get the diff back in, and put the brakes on anytime, can't we? Yeah. It's not a massive job, the brakes, so we can do that. But then there's some, I want to replace the rose joints on the front suspension. There's no rose joints on the back of this really, so I want to put new rose joints across all the front suspension. As I say, do the brakes, get the diff mount sorted. Smiler there. There was a couple of other little bits and bobs that needed. I made myself a list. Can't remember what's on the list now, but not a huge amount of expenditure, to be fair. Oh, also on the brakes, new master cylinders. I don't know whether to do the clutch as well or not, because the clutch feels fine, but have a look at the master cylinders. Might get them out today as well, so I can get them ordered. And yeah, but without further ado, you jumping down? Yay! Let's get cracking, shall we?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. So, what's the first job? Should we take that front wheel off so I can take some photographs of that first, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then we can put that front wheel back on, and then we can jack the back up, and we'll drop the diff out. Yeah? And then we'll just leave it on the floor.
Can I take the wheels off?
You can. I'll look them and you can take them off, yeah? So, let's get cracking. So, next thing you'll see is the front wheel off, so we can get some videos of the brakes. Some photos rather of the brakes. Boom. Go on.
I'm trying to get it on, I'll do that.
Just go take the gun forward, it'll fall out. If you tip the gun forward, it'll just fall on the floor. Yeah, go on. Bit more. That's it. On it. There we go. So high spec, it's a monster setup. I think, oh, just come down here. Sorry. It's a monster setup, I believe. It is Monster 4, something of a 132 series, but just need to take a couple of photos of this. Say we're going to go the 360mm disc. It'll still be on the original bell and stuff. And then, oh, can you go and turn the steering that way? Obviously, please. Forgot the whole front knob, was it? We'll just go around the back and then turn the steering wheel. Yeah. And I'm going to get some heat stickers as well. Put on the front face of the caliper that way, yeah. That's it, go on. Turn it full lock. That's it. Is that, oh, that'll be full lock there, is it? So that'll be full lock, yeah. So I'll just turn that around. So where are we at? I don't know if you can see that very well in there or not. Can't see myself. But this bracket, it's already slightly spaced out at the top, but we need to send them photos of that with the measurements of where it kind of bolts on here. And then they're going to decide whether I can space it out on washers or not, or if I need a new bracket as well. But yeah, that's the job now, and then we can get the wheel whip back on, and then yeah, happy days. At least we can get the brake issue sorted, because it's these cracks. I'll turn that torch off again. The cracks, where's it gone? Just see that there, just that crack there. It's not just a surface crack, it has kind of gone through. You can feel it under your nail and stuff. But yes, Mr. High Spec said, no, getting a bit dangerous, and they have actually gone a little bit higher as well. So so yes, no, just leave it where it is, Dan, because I need to take photos of the back. But yeah, so that's one job, and it's not the job I was hoping to have to do, the brakes, but brakes are supposed to save your life and stuff, don't they? So not that much. Stop it, slowing it down, is when you just think it's just that slowing down from 100 and stupid. And then but yeah, so let's get some photos of the brakes. I'll stick the photos on. Should we stick the photos on a YouTube video as well?
Yeah.
So people can see what we're taking photos of. Yeah. And then Mr. High Spec can see. And then we can see if we can sweetheart and for a little bit of sponsorship as well. You think? Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's get some photos, eh? So we've done our measurements, took some photos, going to get them sent off to High Spec this afternoon, so let them put one wheel back on, so that we can, because we're done with the front now, aren't we?
Pardon?
We're done with the front now.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll just get the back end of the car jacked up and get on with that, yeah? So folks, car on stilts, or the back end anyway, so ready to get the rest of the diff out. But I've just pulled the other diff out the house, and
this one's dull and this one's shiny and this one's small and this one's bigger.
Apparently that's the difference. So this is what, put them on the floor there. This courtesy of TVR power. Again, thank you very much, guys. This is what the new one is. So obviously imagine it sits on the back of the diff, bolts into the diff there, bolts into the bush there, and then it kind of sits like that. So you can just see how much of it is actually missing when you do that. So yeah, not ideal, is it? But what Uncle Dean's doing for us at the moment, we're just going to weld a bit of a bar kind of across from here to here, weld it all the way across there, because that'll sit up the top of the, it's not going to get in the way of the bush and things like that. So that's what Uncle Dean, just to, because looking at this one, I think personally, obviously it hasn't really gone much there, but there's nothing really much we can do at the bottom edge. I mean, we might weld another bit of across there as well. So sorry, across here. Just sort of triangulate that a little bit and put it in there. But I need what I'm going to do today is I'm going to off the car. I'm going to put this in and I'm going to put the new bush up and just kind of see how much space we've got. And then if I've got enough space, say just weld a bit across there just to strengthen that gap up as well, really. But yeah, so but this one I'm going to chuck in the spares box just kind of as is, so that if ever there's any issues at the circuit, not that hopefully there ever will be again, or if anyone else needs a one, I can just kind of lend them that, and then just on a, you know, replace what you bother method. But yeah, so I just sort of show you what one looks like. I'll put a link to Powers Performance or TVR Power, whatever they did change the name. I can't remember what they changed the name to now, but I'll put a link to their website in this video. So anything that you need for your TVR, they are spot on service. I ordered these on Monday and Tuesday at lunchtime they were with me, so can't really get much better than that, can you? You're desperate to get in this video, aren't you? Boom. There, little model's holding it now. Is that better? Is that what you want? So yeah, I put a link to Powers Performance website or TVR Powers in the description of the video. So anything for your TVR, you can get in touch with them. Guys are spot on. But next job, drive shafts out to. I'm just gonna come with me under the car. Oh. So, oh bloody hell! No, that's fine. So we'll get this light in. I'm going to take that mount out the bush. Oh yeah, the bush is a bit knackered there actually. Don't know if you can, don't know if you can see the bush there, but might not be. I'll pull the bush out, but you can see that the purple, like the nylon bit, is has gone. Looks like it's gone a bit elongated. So it's obviously just sitting on the chassis now, not ideal, which is why all the rattles and bangs. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to pull the, oh, there we are, pull the drive shaft bolts out, 6 either side, not take it long. So pull them out, and then it's a case of get these front brackets off. You can just see it, pull that torch there, see a bit of that side, pull those ones off. Actually, I'm going to have to replace those diff mounts as well, because I've just seen, you can just see where we are. See how it's just pulling it out of the, so all the diff mounts there. I was going to get a full set as well, but you can just see there where it's pulled the diff, the nylon or nylon, whatever, the polyflex material, the steel's pulling away, so they're knackered as well. So get them ordered, we'll have them for during the week. And you'll see there, Rebecca, oh, if I put the light on this. There, can you see in there where it's, the material's cracking and it's the steel insert's pulled away. So yeah, that's what sort of a lot of torque and a lot of heavy acceleration and stuff does, I suppose, over the years. But yeah, but we'll get the diff out now. And then I'm going to drain the oil on it as well, just as a end of the season now. So we'll drain the oil and put new oil in while it's on the bench, a bit easier. And then make sure that the threads look all right. Just this one, we noticed at the start it had a few. So you can't even see that, can you? This one here, the threads looks like it's pulled a few of the threads away. So I'm gonna put a thread repair on them anyway. I'll show you that better when it's out the car. But yeah, let's get cracking. Hopefully about 40 minutes it'll be done. You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, one diff out. Just having a check of the threads. The top two seem fine. The bottom two, however, I mean, obviously, as I said, I'm putting a thread insert in anyway, but the bottom two don't seem to want to wind in. Oh, it's gone in this time. That one has gone in all right. Not as far as I'd like, but because the holes, when I've measured it, actually 30mm deep, but that one you can see straight away the first several threads are knackered, and it doesn't actually take that much before the bolt goes tight. So yeah, so we'll get that some inserts put into these 4 bolts. What I have noticed, as I said before, excuse me, the rubber bushes on the side, which I'll show you. I'll get them off in a minute, are done. But what, instead of purple ones, I've just ordered off eBay a full set of Polyflex black. So I'm taking advantage of 20% discount on eBay. So thank you to whoever I've ordered them off. So I'll keep this one as a spare, because it wasn't a lot of money, to be fair. But yeah, so next job, get the rear diff mount out, get the 2 side diff mounts off, and then we can get the bushes and everything pulled out ready for the new ones. And that'll probably be about a wrap for today, I think. So just show you underneath the car there. Probably be able to see it a bit nicer now. Excuse me. So yeah, so we can see here where it's just the flex in there is a little bit more than I would obviously like. So it's there's definitely been too much playing there. And this one, well, obviously take this one out now, actually, while you. So what does the steel look like? Where's the camera in? Steel still looks fairly round, but hopefully it should, in theory, without getting a lot of cack in my eye. And of course I don't want now. Obviously they've been tighter than I thought, but hang on, pause it and give it a little helpy toe, shall we? Right. Take 2, have a little helpy toe, see if we can just get it. You're not going to call that. You don't want to play easily, do you? Been rubbing the fuel pipe as well. Now we'll put a bit of lagging around there and just pull that up a little bit, I think. Dear me, hey. We'll get this out and we'll show you. It's going to be a two-handed job, obviously. So, but you can see at the side there, it's don't look all that round end, a bit chewed up and that. So I think we're doing the right thing. But in a couple of seconds, we'll have it out, and I can have 2 hands on it, and then show you on the bench. Well, worn out now. Managed to get the 2 side ones out, but what I've just realised is the one that's in the chassis at the back is the old style. So instead of being like this, where it's in 2 halves, it's not. It's all one. So that's going to have to be cut out. So these are the same. So I'm just going to cut these ones out, see how long it takes. See that if it's just 1 cut off, I need to do 2 cuts or whatever. But excuse the mess on the bench. Must get it sorted out. But yeah, so next project, I've got both the side ones out, get these cut out, ready for the new bushes coming, and then yeah, might don't need a paint, do they? Give them a quick clean up and stuff, but yeah, so it's getting there, but worn out now. But yeah, let's get cracking, eh? Right, boys and girls, eventually got the last diff bush out. So, new style, just reach over. Obviously the black ones are the same, but as you can see, come in two bits. The original style that we had off years and years ago didn't. No, I couldn't get away. So had to cut as much of the end off as I could and kind of brute force break through, but what a bastard. But that one in the bin. So that's it for today, folks. Diff's out. We'll get the diff with like thread inserts put in there in the back casing during the week. Get the diff mount, like the rear bracket. We'll get that strengthened during the week. Uncle Dean, well, it might even be done now, mightn't it? Because Uncle Dean's good, isn't he? So Uncle Dean's doing that for her. And new bushes should be here probably Tuesday, Wednesday. So next weekend we can get diff back in, give it drop on the floor, and then at least it's mobile again, isn't it? Then we can just flick it round. Then we can go on to this one. Actually get this one finished. So that's the plan, is I want this one finished, track date and race ready. And then can't really afford to keep two, so probably be for sale, sadly, because you know, needs must. But we'll have fun racing it, won't we? Stick a second seat in and see if we can do a track day where you can sit in the passenger seat as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit higgledy-piggledy, I know, but we've done what we got. We've got what we need rather for high spec for the brakes, haven't we? Got them photos. I've took measurements of the rear calipers so I can make sure that they're going to fit, and ordered a couple of them at the same time. Diff's out. Bigger job than I anticipated getting the bush out, but hey ho. So, what we're going to say?
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe and share.
Yeah, and that's all for today, folks. See you soon.
Bye, big and small.